Welcome back. And Charlie here with the Charlie Wills team. We're here for December, year end of 2023's numbers for real estate and kind of our projections for next year. Residential wise only in December from 22 to 23, new listings actually went up 16%. So that's a nice big jump to see the end of the year kind of end with an additional inventory. And we're kind of seeing that coming into January as well. Median price in total was up 6.4%. And if you go back to some of our earlier videos in January and February, we predicted anywhere from 6% to 8% being the general market increase. And now it's different in different spots. So if you go to some areas, it's 8 to 10%, as high as 12% in some neighborhoods. So that's also micro, but that's general overall Dane County, about 6.4%. Now, condos, different story. Listing inventory, very similar, 22 to 23, almost identical actually, with sales being down 23%. There's not been a ton of stuff selling, but in that, because of the low inventory and really the inventory not growing at all, the prices have actually gone up 7.4% in December. I've got some year-end cap numbers just so you can see the year in general. So 22 versus 23, what all happened in 23 from a macro view. So listings were down overall 15.6%. The last couple months, like I said, we saw some increases in inventory. So that's actually a good thing as we're coming into this market, because with rates coming down, we need more inventory to survive and also serve all the buyers that are moving not only in, but up. Right? People are getting out of leases. They're moving up to start buying their own first products in the real estate market. So got to have inventory in order to do that. Sales were down overall in the market, 19.8%. I think rates had a lot to do with that, honestly, but also so did low or slow inventory gains. So we had inventory, we just didn't have the amount of inventory that we needed. Prices went up overall 6.4% in the total year in Dane County. What we are thinking about here in 2024. All right, this is our group only, but this is where we're thinking. This is based on talking to other individuals throughout the country, what we're seeing here in Dane County. The rates fell from just about 8, they're about 6.5, 6.2, depending on where you get your how much money you have down, your credit score, all that stuff, right? But about 1.5 points down from the peak of what we saw last year. So that's good. That's a great way to start the season. We don't know where they're going. We're hearing a lot of predictions that they're going to fall below 6 and they're going to be in the mid to upper 5s. So that's an amazing spot. We were in that same position in 2014 through 2016. So I would say if we're going to look at a market, that was a very healthy, good, stable market here in 2014 through 2016. So we still believe that there's going to be a lot of things happening. Now, with the rates dropping, I think people are starting to say, hey, from let's say 2019, or even back 10 years ago, right? If you looked at prices from 2014 to 2000, the end of 2023, there's a 50% gain in value. So 250,000 all the way up to 440,000, I think, is the median price. It's a massive growth in pricing, in value for people. So in that 10 years, people have made a ton of equity. So they've got equity position. So even with the rates being at 6.5 and they maybe want to buy something different, I think this is the year that we start to see a lot of that start to play out, because they've got enough equity that it really doesn't matter what the rate is, right? They fluctuate all the time anyways. Things to think about. All right, things to think about. We're in the mid-January point. It takes 60 to 90 days to find and close on a property. So really key, I think, for people to take forward. We put this out in a post a few weeks ago about timing, if it's January through April, what that looks like on your closing date. Let's put a game plan together. Coming from the sports world, you don't enter any game without putting a full game plan together. It doesn't guarantee victory, but it's a really good place to start, and it tells you what you're doing. So what does it look like? What do you think you're going to see? Are you a seller? Are you a buyer? Are you both? Let's come up with a really good plan to put you in the best position to win. And again, remember, it takes 60 to 90 days, even if you're cash, depending on the seller's timing, their expectations, other conditions you don't control, all of that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that you're ready to have those conversations now. Be prepared, get your financing in place, and then you'll have a plan ready for forward. So we're looking forward to a great 2024 here in Madison. And if you ever need help, you ever need advice about what to do, the conversation starts here with us, and we'd love to be your realtor of choice here in Dane County. All right, have a great day. Bye.